Hello guys, my name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine and you want to follow the updates from my country during these challenging times, please subscribe and help us win the informational battle too. And those of you who are with me for a long period of time, you know I love you. And I'm still in the Carpathian Mountains and I plan a day of excursions today and I invite you to see more of the mountains. But there is one thing that I wanted to react, and this is news that I've read in the morning that actually in spring 2022 Elon Musk decided that he will turn off Starlink to stop one Ukrainian counter-offensive operation to avoid escalation and possible nuclear war. I have this very weird feeling. Well, first of all, because of course, at the very beginning of this war, Musk's decision to provide Ukraine with Starlink was very, very, very important, and it saved a lot of lives and a lot of Ukrainian effort, especially in hot zones. This is where Starlink is actually used. It's not used everywhere in Ukraine. But then he started acting really weird, and I'm not going into detail because all of you know, and many people suffer these things that are happening to Twitter, and there are lots of innovations that I personally do not like, and you don't like too. So, of course, he is a weird, extraordinary person, a dreamer, and a crazy person sometimes, but I had this feeling he spoke with Medvedev to make this decision, or what? Plus, I have this real moral question, and I would be grateful if you answer this question is in comments below. Can actually some person really far away from the knowledge of war, experience of the situation, make such decisions by himself? Well, Starlink is his invention, but still we know, as with all great inventions, it's never about one person. It's about decades of work of hundreds of people. That's why I was actually always surprised how sometimes great discoveries are made simultaneously in different locations, or people receive Nobel Prize for similar discoveries made in different places without previous cooperation. Perhaps the level of science, the level of human knowledge reaches that peak when this discovery is possible. So, does Starlink belong to Elon Musk? Can he actually turn it off because he thinks it can provoke nuclear war? And is he qualified to make these decisions? And all of these questions are really complicated, and I don't know how to react, because for Ukraine, every successful counteroffensive means saving our land, making our people free, protecting more Ukrainians. It's not about gaining new territories or terrorizing the world. So I am like 100% confident that any Ukrainian operation that does not presuppose something awful, and we never include awful aims in our operation, so thus every Ukrainian counteroffensive operation must be supported. Because we are fighting against Putin, and Putin is a threat to the world. I don't want you to feel that. I want you to understand that. But there is a danger if we don't understand that, we feel that. Anyway, let me know, what do you think about this decision that CNN wrote about, and it became known because of some autobiography pages about Musk, perhaps not autobiography, but biography written by someone else, where he shares this decision, and perhaps he feels like a world savior. Russia will always terrorize us with various things, with nuclear weapons, with biological weapons. This is the essence of modern Russia, and the only way to get rid of this problem is to get rid of modern Russia and totally restructure it, thus even saving Russians if we are so kind. Anyway, now we need some rehabilitation, and I invite you to explore more of the Carpathian Mountains. If you're new to the channel and you agree that Russia is a terrorist state and we are allowed to conduct our operations the way we want, please subscribe and help spread the message. And now let's have an excursion.
Morning is very beautiful in the mountains because of this fog, or I don't know how do you call it, that hides between the mountains. And later, with sunlight evaporates. I so much love this view. It's difficult to describe how quickly mountains change during the day. And this is morning scenery with swallows flying high above.
Greetings from the Carpathian Mountains, in Ukrainian Karpaty.
Beautiful life in mountainous village. Perhaps it is the safest region in Ukraine right now, and definitely one of the most picturesque. Look at the colors and people living in such beauty. A huge water reservoir in the mountains. Looks like Alaska. Mountains, water, very calm. And lots of squirrels around. Carpathian Mountains seem like a very safe place, but during World Wars, the First and the Second, battles reached these territories, and now I will show you one very interesting historical artifact known as Arpad's Line, created to protect Hungary from the Soviet troops back in the times of Second World War. This technology is still used and known as the teeth of a dragon, and a bunker. A good place for Putin-like people. I can visualize one day Putin being dragged out of such place and taken to The Hague, and then hanging on one of the beautiful city trees of The Hague. More of the Arpad Line and a cow, and very beautiful Ukrainian Carpathian Mountains. Yes, you do see a bear's butt behind my back, and we are in a very special place, one of my favorites in the Carpathians. This is Sinevir Rehabilitation Center for bears. It is not a zoo. 31 bears from different conditions, circuses, zoos, cages, were rescued and now get their psychological and physiological rehabilitation in a very beautiful environment. All of them are so different and so beautiful at the same time. Please do not associate bears with Russia. They are normal, kind animals, wild but beautiful, and there are many bears in Ukrainian Carpathians, also in the wild, and some of them often visit us from Romania. And it is one of the cages from which one of these bears was saved. I don't know how people can be that evil, but then I remember Russians and I understand everything is possible, but we have to save people and bears. This bear has just arrived and goes through his rehabilitation. Hopefully he will be healthy and joyful here. there were no gates between us, I would not be so excited. Really, but you can see bears in the Carpathians in the wild. They are so cute and good looking. So many bears in one place. And this is the largest lake, natural lake in the mountains, really high, known as Sinavir. And perhaps there are many trout in the waters. So picturesque. Let me know what is your favorite location in this video, and also let me know, would you like to visit Ukraine after we win? Please support Ukraine and help us win this war. Not negotiate something with a terrorist regime responsible for thousands killed, but win this war. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what are your favorite places or things that I did in Carpathian Mountains, and would you like to visit Ukraine after we win? Introduce yourself to our new beautiful collection dedicated to the Carpathian Mountains. Nice hoodies that can work as good conversation starters. Subscribe to my Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and join my Discord community. And thank you so much for buying me coffees and becoming my patrons and helping film more. But most importantly, thank you for standing with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!